Hello, tomorrow I'm going to run another race in Liguria, but now I don't have time for that, so I'm going to leave the job to future me. Another weekend, another race. I'm probably getting a little bit too ahead of myself, aren't I? Anyways, this race is the Trail of Basilico, and it's going to take place once more in Liguria, but this time we're going to be really close to the sea, so it's going to be really cool. I also got an idea of the structure of the race, thanks to the race bib. I can't wait this. You probably ain't going to see nothing, but I'm going to put it also on the screen. And well, this race is structured with an ascent, a descent, an ascent and a descent. It's a pretty simple structure, but it's going to be pretty hard to conquer. My goal for this race will be the race curse that stands proud at 45 minutes and 50 seconds. I have no idea if I'll be able to do it, because it's a 9-kilometer race with more than 400 meters of elevation gained. Well, I'm going to try my hardest. But now, since I think that I said everything, it's finally time to get to the race spot. As soon as I got there, I took my bib and I went out to see the race start. This is the race start. So cool. No, I was joking, I just got lost. This is the real start part. I'm not really at the start, but it's the first ascent. Damn, I really just got lost in the house. And then, after a quick warm-up, it was finally time to race.
3, 2, 1, partiti! Ciao! Ci vediamo al traguardo! Bravi!
In this race, I knew that there were going to be a couple of really tough opponents. So for this time, I decided to run not only with my legs, but also with my head. And in this race, I made 3 moves. After the start, I made the first move. On the first ascent, I decided to run and run fast, exactly as in Costa Lunga. But this time, my opponents knew that I was faking, and in less than 2 kilometers, they managed to close in on me once more. The first 2 kilometers were of all up and down, and I really hated those, probably because I started out too fast and I was already dying. But then, as we got to the 4th kilometer, the first ascent ended and it started the first descent, that at first wasn't hard. And that gave me the opportunity to close the gap between me and the first guy. Yeah, I forgot. I got in 2nd place at a certain point. And from that point on the first real descent, that was really technical, I managed to close even more on him. And I started to uncover the fact that in the descent I was actually a little bit faster than him. This part was really beautiful because we were on this river and it was really cool. I'm so sorry that I haven't filmed anything. It was probably one of the best spots I've ever seen. But anyways, I discovered that he was a little bit slower than me on the descent, and there on the riverside I made the second move. As soon as I saw a line, I decided to surpass him, and from there I started gaining pace and speed, and I managed to gain a pretty big gap from him. But then it was time for the second ascent. This ascent was pretty hard because he managed to close on me really fast, but when he got me, I decided to stay with him until the end of the ascent, and at the top I was once more in 2nd place, but this time with a very little gap. Then on the descent I made my 3rd move, and this was not a good idea because as soon as I saw the opportunity I once more passed him and I started gaining a lot of speed. I was going down at 3 minutes per kilometer, that for me is insane. And with that I managed to gain 10 seconds really fast. But then we got once more to another up and down. And this time my legs were on fire. I was literally dying, but somehow it was also dying. So I managed to maintain my gap. Then, when I was finally thinking that this race was coming to an end. We got to another up and down and I was more dying. But then, as I saw that he wasn't closing in on me, I decided to take it slow for the last kilometer and enjoy my victory.
Complimenti!
Go, 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 Pietro!
Posizione 9 km, Pietro! Complimenti numero 401!
And I finished my race in first place with a time of 47 minutes and 59 seconds. I'm doing a little bit of DEFA after the race. Ooh, this was a wonderful race. I'm so happy. But I'm going to leave the consideration to me, even though I have no idea of what I've already said in the video. Well, from me, it's all. Well, what can I say? This race was awesome. I absolutely loved the race course. It was really cool. It had everything: up hills, down hills, up and down, fast parts. It had literally everything. I'm really happy because I also had to fight for the first place until the last minutes, and that is always really cool. Otherwise, what race would it be? And well, I would like to thank everyone that participated in the race, and also all the organizers, because you managed to make this race really cool. I absolutely loved it. And with that, with my first place trophy that looks like a middle finger, I'm going to thank you for watching until the end. And now I really need to plant my basil. Bye. And with that, I'll see you in the next one.